Welcome to another episode of Ask the Healthcare Advocate Live, where we answer all your questions, healthcare navigation related, going on in Israel and sometimes abroad. Usually I try to do this between 8:30 and 9 on Sundays. A little bit of a delay today. I apologize for that, some technical difficulties. But today we're going to speak briefly about what is long-term nursing care, what's available in Israel, otherwise known as bituach siudi. I got this question last week and I thought I would take a few minutes to answer. So to explain briefly is that when you have supplemental insurance through your kupat cholim, what's known as Maccabi Sheli or Meuchedet C or Adif, that gives you pay an extra payment per month, and that gives you the ability to get extra services that are outside of the basket of services. Sal Habriut for basket of health from the Ministry of Health. However, it has nothing to do with long-term care, which is we call bituach siudi. What is bituach siudi? It means that if you get to the point at any point in your life when you are over 18, that you are unable to perform your activities of daily living, what's known as your ADLs, enough to the point that you need the assistance of somebody else, then you apply and you can, if you have the policy, and you can get X amount of money. Right now it's 5,000 shekels a month for 5 years if you are under a certain age when you signed up initially. For older people, it's 3,500 shekels a month. And that you can use that money toward anything that you choose, meaning if you have a foreign worker, if you need to buy certain types of physical therapy, or you need to buy certain types of equipment for yourself, then you can use that money in any way you want. It's transferred directly to your bank account. However, you have to buy into a policy in order to do that. So there are two ways to do that in Israel. One is through the kupat cholim, which is called bituach siudi. I think Maccabi, they call it siud. They all call it siudi, or I think Meuchedet used to call it zahav. I don't know if they call it zahav anymore, but it has the word siud or nursing care in it. And that is what provides you with, you pay in every month X amount, depending on how old you are, and that goes up. And you pay that in, and when you need to, you request it. You request it, you have to do all the paperwork, then you have a 90-day waiting period until you can start collecting that money. The other option is to either buy privately or buy through a group policy, which sometimes in workplaces you are offered. If you are not working, you can purchase a private policy. It is more expensive, and obviously the older you get, the more expensive it is. And unlike supplemental care through the kupot cholim, if you have a pre-existing condition, so diabetes, heart disease, recent case of cancer, etc., then you will not be able to apply for that insurance. However, it is no longer based on age. So even if you are over 70 and you don't have a pre-existing condition, you should still apply for the kupa, long-term care. Why the kupa? Because it's heavily subsidized. It's maybe gets to not even 200 shekels a month, I believe. Whereas the private policies, if you're not buying it in a group through a workplace, they can get very, very costly. But these are highly recommended insurance policies because, as we know, statistically, what we need most as we age is not the acute care, but rather the daily assistance for us to go about our daily business. That is really what we suffer most as we age. So something to take into account. Please feel free to ask me your questions either in the comments or in the send me a private message. As always, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please reach out and ask me any other questions that you might have. And I look forward to seeing you next Sunday.